Adventures in drawing today. Is it working? Maybe, maybe not. Well, it looks like it's upright, so that's a good sign, right? We'll start with that. I've already been dry. If you see, I'll give you a sneak preview. Here we go. That's I've already been drawing. I couldn't wait. Continuing to draw Idle Champions as we go. With the crew, which I've been enjoying. It's been fun. So I'm just going to keep going until I get some other inspiration or feedback or something to that effect. Let's see. Let's see. What other clever things do people come up with? This is such an amazing crew. By the way, if you have not looked at Idle Champions, amazing crew. B. Dave is always great. Christina. I had never seen Aaron Evans before, and I've been having fun. And Mark Muir is always fantastic. Luke Gygax and Vivid Vivka. That's right, doing the Black Viper. So that's been fun. Let's see. What was a good thing that they were saying before? Oh, a lot of these have numerous characters. Numerous characters. Let's do Bailoth. Which I'm still getting used to drawing. Sorry, it takes me a while to get characters down, but I've been doing pretty good, actually. Figure it out quickly. There we go. Put this in my little piece there. There we go. They won't notice the difference. It'll be fine. It's a little long, but still okay. Notch on the other side. There we go. I'm glad everybody wears the same boots. Makes my life easier. A little bit of shock. We have then the comment. We have a little comment from Arisha behind her hand. It's kind of hard to draw something necessarily behind your hand, but you get the idea. Two. Vivka. I have to say, drawing masks around these googly eyes is not the easiest thing in the world. This is what I've discovered. Not that you knew that. These are the secrets. These are the secrets that you guys get to know as I scribble. Good morning. Thank you very much for just stopping by and saying hi. I do appreciate it. It's been a day. It's been a day. And it's already like not much of a day. Okay, but we've got the Vivka here. Not cheating on that. But you get an idea of what I'm doing anyway. That's the whole thing. Cartoons is all about hinting, right? I don't have to go through the whole thing. You can actually gather what I meant to do here. Or at least I'm assuming. It makes me feel better if that's true. There we go. She's got her fabulous braid. Although technically it's over the other shoulder, so I gotta decide what I'm doing with that. Bracelets and stuff. She's got really great necklaces too, so I gotta figure out what I'm doing with that. There's the braid that comes down. Some more wings. And she's whispering. Whispers, whispers. Everybody loves a good whisper. The quote, if you actually saw Idol Champions, you would know the reference. At least I hope you would. I don't know if you would, but I hope you would. This would be where she's talking to her, being like, don't sign anything with him without reading the contract. You're going to sign away your soul. Everyone's like, you're going to sign away my soul? What? That's the funny part. Those are the moments. That's when I'm listening and I'm like, okay, I definitely have to draw this. Give it this like elaborate piece here. I try and get an idea of people's official art off of websites and the Twitch and banners and stuff. So I can at least make it that I am paying attention to whomever was the brilliant person who came up with the concept art in the first place. Because that was not me. Sometimes I have to write something, but usually not. And then she has another one. Christina has some great lines. The question is doing them justice in cartoon form. And this is the gathered dress on that side. I'm getting better at that. So on this side, hands would be coming this way. Got a lot of no fooling here. She's not enjoying this idea. Again, something with a braid on this side, but I know that in the drawings we try and stay consistent that it was on this side. Which I then take out her shoulder, but it's okay, you know what I mean. Big thick braid there. Back we go with Bailoff. Oh, that line just went over. We will fix that in post. I still think it's funny to say that. There we go. I have been learning that, trying to do digitally is my friend. Someday I'll be able to actually draw the lines and create digitally, but I'm not there yet. Not there yet. Let's give it just a sweepy hand this time. And it's actually better. There we go. In, waist, and out. I think I get used to drawing that. Yeah. Her line is, they were watching abyssal crab fights, naturally. And she's like, Bailoff, if I see an abyssal crab pop out of anywhere, I will absolutely lose my mind. And his line, Mark Mir came in really fast with, there've been a lot of those at work, if you know what I'm saying. Being from the abyss, I guess he would know. But it made me laugh. And because I laugh, I want to write it down. Good morning, Nikki. Hello. It is good to see you in some way. Yes, as you would. Abyssal crab fights like you do. That's correct. Everyone has time for abyssal crab fights. Which, it's wherever you find your entertainment. I do not judge. I lie. I do judge. But that's okay. What's another good one here? See, I got a lot of them already. I posted this one recently. And I'm going to be drawing these out. If you notice, I didn't like how this one came out, so I had to redraw her. And that's why we'll just mix and match. It'll be great. It'll be fine. It's like I meant it all along. Okay, so another one. Oh my goodness. I have so many Bailoff quotes. It's great. I did not put a lot of room here. That's okay. I don't need it for this one. It's made me laugh. Get some good commanding ways. People are like, talk about your process. I'm like, here's my process. First you draw the eyes. Because if you notice, the eyes are all the same. It's just a question of where you put the lines to make... I mean, that sounds stupid. Okay, of course, it all depends where you put the lines when you're drawing. Especially line art cartoons. Good. I meant to say that. What I mean is that the eyes for me is what really determines the entire thing. There we go. You can't get the rest of the drawing right if the eyes are screwed up. And I've finished entire pieces and been like, I can't use this for one reason or another. But if the eyes don't come out right in the beginning, there is truly no point. I just stop and start again with something. There we go. 1, 2. Hey, does he look commanding here? We'll do the hair flying out. That sometimes works. There we go. A little more. Turn him this way. There we go. To the end of the paper here. I skipped off the edge of the paper. See, and that makes the lines look different. Ugh. Okay. It's good, it's fine, it's good. Perfectionism does not come across when you're trying to just capture a moment. That's really all I want. I want the moment. The line is back to the abyss for you, my feathered friend, and they're talking to demonic geese. Now, one would think, by definition, you should draw demonic geese. I mean, I could just leave it like this and imply demonic geese, but how much fun is implied demonic geese? Come on. We're thinking of you, honey. We're thinking of you. You're hearing my voice. Listen to my voice and the calming sounds of pens. This could just be an ASMR thing of listening to the pens and the paper, because I'm literally using felt tip pens, right, on paper, and it makes all these little scritchy sounds. But now I have to write a demonic goose, and one would say that actually geese are pretty demonic looking anyway. But I'm going to put a picture, a reference picture for me, because I have to say, off the top of my head, I could just do like, you know, the Untitled Goose Game goose. That's pretty much what I'm thinking of. But geese are actually flippin' terrifying. You're not supposed to get anywhere near angry geese. But let's see. If we drew an angry goose, again, I can always just take these out. Because they have weird beaks. They have those little, like, toothy beaks. Right? You want to like angry demonic goose. Right? That's not angry demonic goose. Right now it looks kind of like an angry demonic penguin, which is not quite the look I'm going for. Let's just pretend, shall we? So how do we know this is demonic goose? Let's elect that the ends of their things are more like fire than feathers. How's that? Right? Squiggles equal fire. Actually, I said that squiggles equal embroidery, but you know, try and be flexible here. Here, and what? But actually, you know what I want? I want like those feet coming up like claws, because the idea makes me laugh. And that's what we're after today. I just want to laugh a little bit. Because I need that. I think a lot of people need that today. good day for it. There you go. No, you will feel the wrath of my webbed feet of doom. Oh, I forgot the tail, so we gotta do the tail. Big stumpy, which also has to be like fires and flames. Demonic geese! This means it's flapping a lot. It looks really angry. I don't feel like making this a Canada goose, which is what I would define as a good goose to see, because otherwise they're just these white geese. It's not a swan. It's a demonic goose. How else can I show it being a demonic goose? Okay, I've now said the words demonic goose, I think maybe a few too many times. This is not something we have to do in the morning. They just, yeah, they do have teeth, and I tried to do the teeth. It's harder with a 05. Look, if I do it a little smaller, you know, this is it. Like I need this kind of, right? They do. They have those really nasty. Ugh. Yeah. You don't need to encourage me to try and be perfectionistic. It's not a good idea. I will do this. Wait, I already do this all day. I already do this way too much as is. But you know what? Sometimes we need to just remind ourselves of being happy. I'm trying to help make other people happy. There we go. Haha! I attack thee. Yeah, they're nasty. Maybe give it horns. That's true, I could. But you know, I'm not gonna just imply that everybody who's got horns are demonic. I mean, come on. There we go. And then I have to go back and like do all these, you know, all the shading. Because like all that shading, this is all just different pens. So the trick for me is that I always want to be sure that I can show different skin tones without it looking scribbly. In which case you have to kind of experiment with the pen and the angles in different places. Because even if I took a 0.005, a fresh one will be way, way, way too dark. And it just, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the effect. Let's see, once I get the hang of what I'm working with. See how I'm getting just different gradations just of the same pen by holding it at different angles. I think, no, this has to be a little darker so it stands out. There, and then I'm afraid to use that for hands. Actually, you can't see this because I'm not on the screen as far as I can tell. Maybe that helps. You've just been nodding along as if you could see this entire time. Wait. Demonic horny people. Now we're going back to fanficking, dear. Banana baked goods. That sounds awesome. We made banana baked goods the other day. What did we do? We've done our standard banana bread recipe that uses yogurt. So it's nice. It's a low fat and it's also very creamy. Pretty heavy, actually. And then we've got this great banana nut muffin recipe that uses like a crumble on top. That's a favorite in this house. What to do with sad bananas. And you never throw them out because you can always use them for something. So nobody ever wants to throw out the sad bananas. Keep telling my spouse, don't throw those away. I'm going to bake something, which then, of course, you have to feel obligated to bake, which then, of course, you feel obligated to eat. It's not good. Not a good thing. This is what happens when we're all locked inside. Stress baking, and then you stress baking because you have so much stress, but you have all the food in the house, and now you want to eat it all. It's a catch-22, really. Actually, it's not so much catch-22. It's kind of catch straight up one. Here we go. This is an old 0.02, so it doesn't have much ink in it. So it works great for me to be able to use it the way I want. That, and then I also get a lot more use out of it. Hate throwing away things when you can still use them. which explains a lot, actually. There you go. Right? 5 sad bananas. Okay, that's good for 2 banana breads or a banana bread and the banana nut muffins recipe. Because one uses like 2 and one uses 3. That's how I figure it. Baking is banana dependent. That doesn't come out right, but you know what I meant. There you go. See, look at that. And just a little bit of shading goes a long way with demonic geese. That's the sound of shading, by the way. Okay, you did not bring it up. I brought it up. Guilty as charged. I'll be quiet now. Look! Drawing! This is me drawing. Right, I'm gonna need to go through this. I don't know if either of you've seen Idol Champions, otherwise it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's still funny if I give the quotes. That's the thing, is that I need to write the quotes while I draw, and then that just uses up more ink and takes more time, and I don't feel like it. So then I say it out loud, which makes me feel better, except for when somebody tunes in and then they have seriously no idea what's going on. Maybe they just enjoy watching the drawing happen. I'll just tell myself that's what's really going on. But here, actually, you know what? I may take a break from this just to show you guys what I mean by the eyeballs. Here we go. So say I'm taking a break. Do you see me taking a break? It is not happening. I lie. I don't mean to, but I do. I have to say, anything that I will watch B. Dave Walters come up with stuff all the time. I will watch Christina all the time. I don't need an excuse. I just love what they bring to the table. I really, really do. Mark Muir, lots of fun. Xander also, he's another guy. I will watch him in anything he does. See, I'm not getting enough variety between these two sections. I don't like that. Perfectionistic streak. Ah. The funny thing is, it's not like anybody cares. You just put any kind of cartoons up and it's kind of fun. Makes people smile. That's the point. But it's standards. It's all about standards. Mine, specifically. Right? I'm the only one who would know. I don't like that. I'm going to be erasing that later. Yes, I am. So I'll stop there before we start doing anything else horrific. It's true. Demonic geese are always funny. Who doesn't like demonic geese? That came out wrong. All right, so here, I'm going to show you something really quick. This is going to be fun. And then maybe that's Idol Champions. What was I doing? Last night I was with Dorian, and we were playing From Island of Misfit Toys, and then we moved it over to Midsummer Night's Dream. So that was fun. That was entertaining. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do with that. But anyway, here, let's see if I can do this. There's a lag on my screen, so I have really no idea if you're watching this or not. Last time it cut out, and then I had no idea, and I just kept talking to myself. It was really fun. All right, I'll show you this. So you have eyeballs. All right, that's going to be somebody just looking kind of out. You have eyeballs. Right? Just draw a little line across it. Now you have somebody who is kind of giving some dry, sarcastic line or something like that. You've got eyeballs. Yep. Right? Something. Gonna see something. Or be kind of like put upon or something like that. I don't know. You've got eyeballs. And you go like this. They've been completely, right? A little shocked. Right there. I didn't even have to do the rest of the face. Right? All we've got are eyeballs. eyeballs. Then you can add eyebrows. I have a little tough time with eyebrows sometimes because of the hairline. Yeah, it's laggy there too. Drat. I wonder why. Let's see. So let's see. Are there any things that I can use that I can use these for? Let me see. I've not drawn smalls yet. I've got to get into drawing smalls. So he's got a pointy nose and a pointy chin. And it's a goblin, so we're going to do the little goblin ears, which I tend to do. Right, and it's kind of bald with patches of hair coming out. This, and check this out. It's like purple leisure suit. How am I supposed to do this? A sequin purple leisure suit? I mean, come on. What do you expect from me? Okay, purple leisure suit. And the saxophone on his back. That was the other thing. Okay. Let's see if I can make this work. I mean, props for even trying this, right? This is crazy. Purple sequin leisure suit. Sure. I do these every day. Big shoes. There we go. You can see this? Doing a dace. It's a Goliath who would probably be a heck of a lot taller than anything like this, but this one's for, there we go. This one's for Nikki, the one who loves goblins. I'm thinking of you. It's all about a smooth talking goblin saxophone player. Which reminds me, I need to put a saxophone. And don't get mad at me because I don't know really what saxophones look like. I'm just remembering, and you're just trying to get an idea of the saxophone. Not legit the saxophone. And straps are black because you add them in later. And therefore you don't remember and don't want to redraw everything. Right? That looks sort of saxophone-ish, I say. Hopefully not still totally laggy. Okay, and then we have the dry looking down. I believe she had a crown of flowers, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, too bad now she has a crown of flowers. I can't. There's only so much I can erase before I'd have to redo a whole thing, so. One shot, it wasn't streamed, nobody saw it. I can say what I want, basically. That's how this goes. Artistic interpretation. There's also my cheat for how to draw crossed arms. Crossed arms are not easy. They are not. Just in case you wanted to know. But it gives the idea of crossed arms. That's close. Wow, that's a really skinny person. I'm sorry, but even artistically, I cannot put up with things that are just too body yuck. Not cool for me. Ugh, okay. Sax adjacent. That's right. There we go. It gives an idea, right? So this line was this guy, this hilarious little goblin Smalls. So do you remember that chick's name? Deborah, Debbie, Janet, and she says Devara. He goes Tara, right? So that's this whole scene going on right here, and it makes me laugh. And there you go. It was a moment. It was a moment. Let's see a smaller version here. Kelsalor. Kelsalor is a drow. I remember with short hair. And was in armor. And all my armor looks the same, so I don't actually have to look that up. Right? Here you go. Look, armor. Again, all I'm doing is hinting. Okay. And I've been doing like 3/4 bodies. You get the hint, you get the joke, you don't need the rest of the body. And it saves ink. This is this is what really works for me. Right, him again. I'm going to do these cheekbones now this time because I think I'm getting a better handle on this character idea. Back of the head, we'll have some little sprouts coming out here. And the suit. Your suit, let's open the neck a little bit more. So the line that cracked me up was, can you really wedgie someone to death? And the line that Katie came in really fast was, the first time was an accident. The second time was a test. And that cracked me up. Love it. Love it. We also had him introducing bowstring. I like being able to do different characters so that every kind of it's trying to be fair. Maybe this is a parent thing. I just want everyone to get a turn. I want everyone to get a turn to be drawn because that's nice. Everybody wants to see themselves. You don't want one person getting all the spotlight all the time. So I just try and think, can I get at least a cartoon of someone in every game? Can you get everybody who's there? Because that, I don't know. It just makes me feel better. Okay, and so this is introducing somebody. I'll work on this leisure suit idea because it keeps on coming out in my head more like something like Elvis impersonator, which, you know, isn't completely far off. I love the idea of these shoes. They make me laugh. I mean, these shoes inherently will make you laugh. I mean, that's kind of the idea here. And he's introducing the Kenku. The Kenku can only say so many things, as we know. And bowstring. Stretch bowstring. What a great name, right? For a ranger rogue character. This one here. You don't really carry a bow like this. I mean, just so anybody knows this, who would do archery knows that you don't do this, but I gotta tell you, it just makes my life easier. Sorry. To show that this person is a ranger. It's like, okay, how can I do that really quickly? I know, I'm being terrible telling you all the things that I don't bother with. I apologize. But you still like the cartoons, so how bad can it be? By the way, anytime that I do the birds, it's always with this, with the, I know they're supposed to be people and they're based on birds. I know it. I know. I do. I know. But again, artistic license is too funny. I even put them in boots that are shaped like this, if need be. I'm just going to do it like this because it makes me fun. Again, Kenku don't have language. They only borrow it. And the way that this is played by its player is completely, goes back on his list of all the quotes that he has in order to see what words he can borrow. And for this one, it was, he's introducing bowstring. And I'm trying to see where he had this, because it's such a great line. Where is it? This is the problem. Look, just so you know, this is what happens. I sit there and I write everything as it happens. If I'm not actually drawing what it happens, I'm writing everything that everybody says really fast, which is not easy. It's easier actually when it's a stream or something or a VOD I can go back and look at, but that doesn't always happen. If it's live or I'm at your table and I'm listening, I just have to write fast. This is where all that note-taking in college kicked in. This is why I got a degree, so I could take notes and draw cartoons. So Small says, may I introduce my friend Bowstring Stretch? And Bowstring's deadpan line was murder. Because, you know, that's how you introduce yourself. Is murder. Great. I love it. What was the other one that I really, really liked? Oh, that was, she took this woman's mask, which reminds me, she has a mask. She had an elven mask. Now I have to go back and put in an elven mask. Watch and learn, right? So elven mask. We will do like this. And we will do ears. Like that. And what we'll do is shade that with my 2, wherever I put it. To give the sense that this is a mask. Different than the rest of her face. There you go. See? Almost as if I planned it all along. It's legit. And Kelselor went to try and take the mask. And bad things happened. Which actually surprised Devera here. Devera? I forget. And she's wearing this mask. So let's put the mask back on. It's just a mask. And the flowered crown. It's all about, like I said, we did Midsummer Night's Dream, so it all worked out really well. And props to Dorian, it was a lot of fun. And the Shakespeare nut, I was so excited. So this is one of those oh dear moments. Because really, nobody actually does this when, oh dear, oh my. But we recognize it in cartoons and television and movies that this is what somebody would do. They're suddenly kind of aghast with themselves and what has just happened. Here's the hand, figure out the hair. There you go. Right? We get the idea that this was the same character. That looks similar. That's fine. And she's like, oh dear, did this. And Kelselor, who had just managed to get fried, basically. And what I will do is that we're going to darken the ends of her very white drow hair and put like a little fireball there, if I remember. Took a lot of damage. So she tried to remove this mask and got completely fried. And the line he came up with was like, this was Dorian coming up with this. She says, "I'm sorry, it must be something I ate." And Kelsler said, "Do you normally eat eldritch horrors?" Which again made me laugh. The idea of eldritch horrors for lunch. It reminded me of like something that you would have at the school cafeteria or something. Maybe at Five Spires. Evil you. Yeah, hand to chest is says, "Oh dear. Oh my." Which of course is always said in a British accent for some reason. I know, stereotyping. I apologize. I need this about the right. Oh, cut that off probably later. There we go. But you get the idea of the moment. And it is, if you could just capture the feeling of the moment. That's what I want. That's what I want. I just want the feeling of the humor and or at least my delight. I think we all had delight. There was a lot of laughing at the table. I mean, I think my face still hurts. And then there was like this crowning glory moment, which of course now I don't have paper in front of me. Hold on a sec. More paper. And thank you to all my patrons who allow me to get paper and pens and things like that. Paper. Say it makes the world go around, but it doesn't. It's chopping down trees, so I guess that's not true. All right, we're going to put this over here. So I forgot there was this one line that that was pretty amazing. And let's see. You're trying to understand what was going on, where we were, and like the Devara was watching this. Oh, the rectangle pizzas? Yeah, it's very school. People actually, there are places that sell the rectangle pizzas, you know, that you can buy rectangle pizzas because of the nostalgia factor of having eaten in school. How did they do that? I mean, really? Were they just trying to make the pieces smaller? It says right there. Now I'm thinking like some like hamburger helper commercial or something. And like it's instead of the hand, it's got like, you know, the many tentacle things, which actually I've got, and that made an appearance. Tell me if you like this. Tell me if this is a yes or no here. Hold on. This is now improv. Look, I went up. They were doing. Katie started it because I put on a like headband of hearts and whatnot, and so I put on a headband of hearts because naturally I have one sitting right next to my desk. And then I came into the camera like this. And I came in, coming from the side with these, and it just cracked me up. But I wasn't sure if it cracked anybody up. Blah. Are we back? Are we live? I have no idea. I'm just going to keep drawing this. Because it was like the ultimate line of the evening. There you go. We were trying to figure out what was going on with the Devara person. And it's like, what? Is she like some creepy camp counselor? And he's like, yeah, welcome to camp. What the fuck? So that was hilarious. And we all just started cracking up all over that. What else? I'll probably have to cut this short if it's not going on. Oh, maybe it's back. I don't know. Possibly. Maybe. Or not. Oh, there was my character. I was talking to Smalls, who is on my shoulder, and that's going to be really hard to draw. So I'm not sure this is going to work, but we'll just try this as our last thing. I was playing my crazy little satyr, and Smalls is playing Smalls, who's asking to ride my back. This is going to be interesting. It's an interesting perspective to try and draw. Here we go. So I'm going to put him on my shoulder. Hopefully I can do shoulders. There you go. And it's got like I Love Lucy here. It's my favorite. How am I going to draw this? Why did I do this? No, what happened? All right, so here's 1 foot. Oh, these are not his feet. I did the wrong shoes. Oh, well, they're his feet right now. That's what we've decided. So it's wrapping around the feet. Wrapping around the feet. Why did I try and draw this? This is crazy. Okay, implied grabbing. That's what I've decided. Here we go. All right. This is not easy, this perspective that I have chosen to draw. It made sense in my head at the time. Guys, what am I doing? What am I doing? All right. All right, no, that's not so bad. Wait. This is not so bad. It's not great, but not too bad. Does it look like he's on my shoulders? Does it look like it's like a piggyback ride? Am I close? I don't know. Got a giant belt of doom here. There's the giant belt of doom. And a little satyr tail, so that's fun. I'm gonna call it right there. The quote, though, was so much fun, and I got to do it because it was me, so that was fun to find. And Peppermints here was about to jump into a hole and he asked if he could go along, and asked, so how do you feel about heights? He says, hate them. How do you feel about depths? Hate them. Then we're going to get along great, and then leapt in. That was pretty much the whole thing. But it made me laugh. And therefore, it gets cartoon-worthy. That's how you know that something's cartoon-worthy. They make you laugh. And at the time, it's great. Is there another one? Let me see. It says, hey Smalls, I think that's your next X, but I don't know if it's going to be too repetitive to the other one. We'll see. Who knows? Again, it's all just experiments, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is done by Ice Cream Dice, who just cracks me up. I are some people who just have the greatest comedic timing. And it's just so much fun. It's so much fun to play with these people who are more clever than I can come up with in just that moment. And I just laugh and laugh and laugh. This is why I couldn't do actual stand-up comedy, just because I am not good at holding the character, because I love people being clever. I can't help it. Clever people are my jam. He said, hey, I think that's your next ex. And it actually turned out to be like an old ex, but it was only an illusion of her, so legit still worked. This one I'm doing the whole thing, I think, so that I can give the height difference of what's going on. Here we go. There we go. I haven't even played with smalls. And it's starting to become like one of my favorite things to draw right now. I mean, look at this. Look at this character. Little smoothie. What is it about goblin characters right now, right? Nikki's here. Can she answer me? What is it about goblin characters? Oh, that's right. He's supposed to have his saxophone thing again. I didn't do that for the last one, but I could do it for this one. That is not the bell of the saxophone. That's not even close. But again, we're just gonna wing it. We just made him very short. Oh, this just became very short pants. Very short legs. There you go. Put it all the way across here. That's the mask again. So remember, as if we meant to the very first time. And I feel silly. I've drawn like this one little NPC that we will never interact with again. And yet, she's had the majority of my drawing time. Which is a warning, by the way. You never know what happens when you introduce an NPC who people are going to glom on to. That was a subtweet. Without tweeting. And here we go again, trying to make realistic lines of some sort. Not squiggles are not fire or embroidery. They are lace ends of the dress. Squiggles are multifaceted. Can be used. And here, they're here. Never question the power of massive squiggles. Right? Right? There's your future X. It turned out to be an old X. But it still made sense. It did. It made sense. I swear. I don't know if I'll be able to do this one correctly. So Dees was having a moment. So if I can draw Dees having a moment and actually have you see it, I don't know. Get the fabric. I don't know. I don't know if this one's working. I'm trying to do things too fast at this point. When you have upset or nervous is little sweaty tear mark things. And again with the hair, little spurts of hair that come out. Okay, here we go. It's a very small little scene. You just need a few lines to get the idea. Although I don't know if that was really a good way of doing it. I like how smalls came out more than I like how D's came out. But the D's being under a charm spell of smalls, even though they're very close anyway, was I'll never be as smart as you, Smalls. You've got the beauty and the brains. And Smalls is like, I'm the bullshit artist. And he's like, oh, that too. And that, again, these two are making me crack up this whole time. Loved it. Loved it. Got this little thing left. And it's asking me to do something. And I have 8 minutes before I should go. I should put something here. What should I put there? There's not many people to ask. I don't know. What am I gonna put here? I can't draw a fireball wedgie in there. That doesn't fit. Okay, is there another quote that I can use? Oh god, there was this great emerald thing I want to draw. Oh, I'm gonna start a new page, aren't I? I'm gonna start a new page. I know I am. I know. It's just gonna happen now. Okay, so one of the NPCs, Imriel, had you call it the sphere of depression, which reminded me of, Hitchhiker's Guide, basically. Imriel, the drow. And he had goggles on, if I remember correctly. Because don't all drow have that? No, they don't really. And he's trying to console the sphere of depression is basically I don't know what's going on, but how do you draw a sphere of depression? This is how you draw a sphere of depression. That's what I've decided. We know this feeling. And it needs little controls that are coming off it. This, let's do that. Little dials. Everything needs dials. Okay. Big sensor thing here. Let's put little. Look! Look! It's a sigh, right? I'll put a sigh, maybe. So I just do this and I write in the word sigh later. There we go. Emerald's just like, it's okay, buddy. We get it. And we do. This is not, like, it's funny because, again, it doesn't take a lot of planning and you can just get a sense of the moment. It is such a mood. That's right. That's how I wanted to draw it, because it's just, we know this. There. That's not bad for pulling that out of left field, right? That's okay. What I really like is being able to grab a cartoon that... Oh, I don't like that face. Although that looks now like... Doesn't that look like a seagull? You see that? That does not work for me. Yeah, I see the dials down his left side are aching. I know exactly what you mean, and that's exactly what I thought of. Thank you very much, Justin, for justifying the fact of what I was doing. There. See, now this is more seagull. This is more like eagle or crow or something. That's what I decide. But this is where I can have a drawing work for more than one quote, and I like that. There, see, that's how I draw Kenku's arms. I know they are also supposed to be just like regular arms with feathers. Artistic license! There you go. That's what I've decided. There you go, see? Kenku. I forgot his hood. I like drawing hoods for these kind of things. Alright. But now I've got two quotes. One is, weird automatons! And the other one was, that's very fucking cool! And it works. Both works. I like that. Like me. It's economical. It makes me happy. I enjoy that feeling. We also have bowstring being sucked into a vortex. That is a little harder. Let's see if I can do one. Again, it's a weird perspective thing, so I don't really know if this is going to work. He's falling down. I'm going to bring some of the feathers up front, which makes him look like a chicken. Maybe you could do like a big U, like, you know how they do like, Uncle Sam wants you. Do that as the wing instead. And this is the cloak that is billowing all around. The hood is going up here. It's billowing. And you need your feet, right? So the feet come up, because that's always funny. Right. That looks kind of like... Perspective is weird! I mean, like, you know, that's true of people, but I was really talking about for drawing. Does it look like he's falling into a vortex? Maybe. I have no idea. Vortexes look like this. Put little sparkles. That's how you know it's magical, right? Going into a magical vortex and you're falling, 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 falling. Probably shouldn't have done that one because we're going to need to put the quote. Where am I going to put it? Put it there. Something like that. So he gives his last quote to grass, I guess, into void. There you go. And he goes, you, ma'am, are full of shit. There you go. Those are the quotes that you want to keep. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. There we go. So look, we got like 1, 2, 3, oh my gosh, 4 with some coloring in, or shading at least. That's a good job. That's a good job. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great day, because we all deserve some smiles. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.